Good afternoon, students. We'll start with our chapter. This is Unit 4, Chapter 11, Cybercrime and Cyber Security. So, what is basically cybercrime and what is cyber security? We'll see that first. Cybercrime is basically in a malicious way where people try to attempt through your data, or they wrongly try to intrude into your data, so they can use the misuse of that data using the online services. And cyber security is for this particular cybercrime. There are certain amendments and laws which are being set, which are being used so that cybercrime can be somewhere recovered or can be stopped somewhere. And for that, the first thing is cybercrime. So under cybercrime you have a lot of topics, but in this chapter what we are going to learn is cybercrime, phishing, hacking, kinds of credit card frauds, cyber security, security tools, intrusion detection system, digital signature, pop-up blocker, IT risk management. So these are all the topics which we'll cover in this chapter. Moving on with the first topic, that is cybercrime. So what does cybercrime mean? Security comes in all shapes and sizes. Now security is in all terms and conditions, but ranging from problems with the software on a computer to the integrity of messages and emails being sent on the internet. So it can be in the normal security. If maintained, it can be on a normal software also. If not, it can go to a internet service. While you are sending a mail, some can intrude into your mail, that is, they can interfere into your data and they can hack your data. All such things can happen. For that, different types of cyber data things which are used so that data can be intruded are: first one is virus. So a computer virus attaches itself to a program or file, enabling it to spread from one computer to another, leaving infections as it travels. So virus is certain in all the cases, like in the scientific field, in the computer field, everywhere. Wherever we go for a virus, it is like damaging something. So virus in your computer attacks helps you to grow from one computer to another, to get your data loss. If not only not data loss, it can spread with the different malicious programs also. Like if you are using a pen drive, and if that system has a virus, it will get attached to that pen drive, and whenever you attach that pen drive same to another system, that will get included in that other system also. So virus is spreading concerns. Like human virus, a computer virus can range in severity. Yes, it can keep on increasing. It is not like stopping somewhere until and unless somebody has an antivirus. So as well, some may cause only middly annoying effects. Others can damage your hardware, software, or files. They can damage any of your data. Almost viruses are attached to an executable file. So whenever any executable file is there, whichever you download from the internet or from a free source, you have to check wherever it's a correct file or not. If not, it can have virus, which means virus may exist on your computer, but it actually cannot infect your computer unless you run or open the malicious program. Until and unless you do not download it, it will not get downloaded in your system automatically. If you have that file, executable file, and if you download and run it, that time only that malicious program can come into your system. Next is a worm. A worm is similar to virus by design. So worm is basically somewhere similar to your virus only, but how it is considered to be a subclass of virus. So it is somewhere a subordinate of virus, we can say. Worms spread from computer to computer, but unlike a virus, it has the capability to travel without any human action. So without any human action also, like virus is once you download it, worm is not like that. Even if you do not download it, if there is some problem in the system, it can occur. A worm takes advantage of file or information transport features on your system, which is what it allows to travel unaided. So it can come from any information which you are taking. It is not dependent only on the file. As well, the biggest danger with worm is its capability to replicate itself on your system, so then your computer sending out a signal worm, it could send out hundreds of thousands of copies of itself. So one thing a worm has is it reproduces, means it makes its multiple copies in the system. So even if your computer is giving you an intimation that yes, some or the other problem is there because of the worm, till that time it would have completed its multiple copies, so that removing it becomes difficult, and as well it is dangerous for the system information, and it is used devastating. Third one is Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a full of much trickery. As a mythological Trojan horse, it was named after. The Trojan horse, for at first glance, will appear to be useful software. So it's somewhere a useful software. It looks or seems like, but will actually do damage once installed or run on your computer. Once you install on your computer, then it will show its colors, that is, then it will show its effects. Those on the receiving end of a Trojan horse are usually tricked into opening them because they appear to be receiving legitimate software or files from a legitimate source. Yes, what happens is it will show you like a normal file, it is accessible like a normal file, but when once you download it, it shows its problems. When a Trojan is activated on your computer, the results can vary. Some Trojans are designed to be more annoying than malicious. So annoying means they will keep on changing the output, they will not give the correct output, they will open some another folder. All such things can happen because of Trojan. So they are not only malicious, but they are annoying, that they disturb the computer system. Fourth one is spam. Now, the term spam in internet slang that refers to be unsolicited commercial email or unsolicited bulk email. So it's UCE or UBE, which is unsolicited means it's not relevant or it's somewhere something wrong. So some people refer to this kind of communication as junk mail. So nowadays even you have this in your Gmails, you have junk files, means those files which are irrelevant for the work or which are malicious can be directly gone to the junk files. They have certain restrictions using the firewall. Unsolicited email most often contains advertisement from services or products. So these emails come from wrong advertisements or products, or but very few reputable marketers use UCE, that is unsolicited commercial email advertise. So the renowned ones only prefer this. The most commonly seen spam includes, so what are the spams which are seen? Phishing scams, a very popular and dangerous form of email fraud. Phishing scam means download this and you will get 50 rupees, upload your data and you will get 100 rupees cash back. Foreign bank scams or advance, open an account and get 500 rupees into your account or 0% interest. Pyramid schemes including multi-level marketing, do marketing, include 10 people into your scheme and just get this much money refunded, all such things. Get rich quick, make money fast, do your money double with investing 5000 rupees per month. This can also be done. Quack health products and remedies. So these remedies make you proper fit and fine, use these remedies. So these are wrong and spams, that is a wrong content which is being given to the customer, and by taking those information, making wrong use of it is also done using spam. So these are the all types, or we can say varieties or examples of spam. Next is phishing. So what is phishing? Phishing is a type of internet fraud that seeks to acquire a user's credential by deception. So user's credential means, now suppose I am logging in some website and that website is not secure. See, your website is not secure means if your website is not showing SHTTP, means it's not sub. If it is showing only HTTP, means it's a public website, and if it is SHTTP, that means it's secure hyper text transfer protocol, means it's a private account wherein you can log in, you can use your passwords, you can put your credentials, that is your document details, all such things. And when it's a public website, if you put such your own details, your personal details, this can be accessed by somebody else who is trying to phish your account. So it includes theft of passwords, credit card numbers, bank account details, and other credential confidential information. Phishing messages usually take the form of fake notifications from bank providers, e-payment systems, and other organizations. Nowadays, even bank sends the messages, do not share your OTPs, your CVVs with anybody. Do not give your passwords of your online bank transaction to anyone. Do not give your password of your credit card numbers as well. So these are the information, private information of a customer, which is wrongly in a wrong way it has been accessed by somebody else. That is, send your CVV and take your amount which is credited in your bank, so many amount of bank number, bank amount is being credited to your bank, please send the OTP. All such things are there. The notification will try to encourage your recipient. It will try to encourage that yes, you have got this, please send us some details. So for one reason or another, to urgent enter and update their personal data. So somebody with a, we can say selfishly, if they feel that no, we should have that, if they have that craving, it will somewhere try to encourage, and then people will try to give their data to achieve this, and which would create a problem or relate to loss of data and system breakdown. Even systems breakdown from the bank sides, also servers breakdown can also happen to phishing. Next is hacking. What is hacking? Hacking refers to the technique or process by which hacker gains access to your computer system. Now you are working on your system. If a system is hacked, some other person will be accessing your system from other side, and you might not be knowing the data is being accessed. It is an unauthorized use of computer and network resources. So your computer, your network, your resources all will be used by that hacker, and which is a very unauthorized way, as through your system language or your computer technology. Hacker refers to a person who enjoys learning the details of computer system and also tries to expand his and her capabilities. So it will try to access your details. A wrong conceptions will be done on your computer system. A hacker targets or finds out the loopholes in the computer system and tries to gain access over that particular computer system through these loopholes. Loopholes means if there is a problem, the hacker will try to achieve it with some code, so that whatever loopholes are there, you will fill that loopholes, and the hacker will get inside your system access. So what are the different types of hacking which are there? So we'll see one by one. That is IP spoofing. IP spoofing is also known as IP address forgery. That is, people will try to hijack your IP address only. Cyber squatting, that is, it means two persons claim for the same domain name. So domain name is there, that is, you have a domain name for your IP addresses, and two persons will be accessing same domain, which is again a problem. Nobody else can like access same domain name until and unless they have the rights. Next is cyber vandalism. Vandalism means deliberately destroying or damaging property of another. That is, the cyber vandalism means destroying or damaging the data when a network service is stopped or disrupted. So trying to damage the system or trying to destroy the system using network services. Next is distribution of pirated software. Yes, nowadays you have one more is there in between. Cyber terrorism, that is a major burning issue in the domestic as well as global concerns. If it's in a network concern, that time cyber terrorism can be done. Denial of service attacks, then websites and hate emails, attacks on sensitive computer networks. This can be done through cyber terrorism. Next is distribution of pirated software. Distribution, it means distributing pirated software, a wrong copy of software from one computer to another, intending to destroy the data and official records of the government, to destroy public websites, to destroy the data access. Next is possession of unauthorized information. So it's very easy to access any information by the terrorist on the public side of the aid of internet, and to destroy to possess that information for a wrong way in political manner, religious manner, social manner, or ideologically objectives. So people try to go in a wrong way. If somebody has posted something, taking that and using it in a wrong editing manner and posting it somewhere with a wrong comment or description, is being done through possession of unauthorized information through aid of internet, or through aid of, we can say through aid of any information which has been uploaded. Salami attacks. So these attacks are used for the commission of financial crimes. So financial crimes, if are there, that is, a bank employee inserts a program into the bank server that deducts a small amount of money from the account of every customer. So this is like, it starts from 1 rupee or it can be 1000 rupees. So it slowly and steadily decreases the amount from each and everybody's account. So this is been on the system's server, so that every time it decreases some amount and which is not known by anybody. Then denial of service attack, it involves flooding a computer resource with more requests that it can handle. So more and more data scheduling is done, and this causes the resource to crash there, because it does not has a resource allocation being done, and because of which distributed denial of service attack is being done. Another variations are put, and the system is not able to handle such services, because of which it gives denial of service attack. Then the next is webjacking. Webjacking is, this occurs when someone forcefully takes control of a website by cracking the passwords and later changing it, and the actual owner of the website does not have any more control over the appears on the website. So somebody else using a website in a wrong way, and the owner is not having any access now, is to call the webjacking. Then data diddling. This kind of attack involves altering raw data just before it processed by the computer and then changing it back after processing is completed. So changing the data between data uploading and data processing, and that is being done by data diddling. Electricity boards in India have been victims of data diddling programs inserted when private parties were computerizing their systems. So this is done with the help of electricity bills also, that is, the units are shown something different, people get bills something different, and when they are paying the actual amount, and then they see the unit, they are something lesser than that. So these softwares also create some problem in the data diddling, that is, uploading and process is different. Then collection of money, computerized accounting, record maintenance, re-emittance in his bank were exclusively left to provide contractor who has computer professionals. So these all data changing can be done through any of the concepts in through a software. Cyber defamation, that is this one. What is cyber defamation? This occurs when defamation takes place with the help of computers or the internet. Example, someone publishes a defamatory matter about someone on a website. So there is something wrong written or in negative written on the website, and or sends an email containing defamatory information to all the person's friends. So India's first case of cyber defamation was reported when a company's employees started sending derogatory, defamatory, and obscene emails about its managing director. So writing something wrong and just sending it over mails and internet services is termed under cyber defamation, and it's very wrong. You cannot write anything negative or propagative to somebody else who is not into it. Sending wrong emails or warnings, all such things are termed under cyber defamation. Natural disasters and IT systems, that is cyclones, floods, fires, also create risk to IT systems, data, and infrastructure, and this is termed under natural disasters and IT system. Harassment via emails, wrong sending of wrong emails, attachments, sending wrong pictures or mail IDs, all such things can be done, that is via Facebook, Twitter, social sites. So harassment can be termed under this type. Cyber stalking, somebody trying to access your internet, emails, phones, messages using webcam or websites or videos. They are using webcams to access your data. All such things are done under cyber stalking. Stalking means you're trying to access somebody's data, or surfing somebody else's data and trying to report each and every step of that person. Dissemination of obscene material includes uh, it includes everything, that is basically child abuse data, that is wrong malicious datas which are being seen, all such things, exposure of indecent things, all such things are done, that is causing the harm to a child's mind and showing something wrong, is turned under obscene material. Even some of these websites are being banned also for dissemination of obscene materials. Email and SMS spoofing, that is a spoofed email or SMS, may be said to be one which misrepresents its origin. So it is not sent by someone else, it is somebody else who has sent it, and a wrong person is being judged on that SMS. So spoofing is being done, a wrong person giving wrong intimation which the person has actually not sent. Online shopping frauds, your card payment, like if you go through a internet online shopping, if you do card payment and your fraudulent shopping scams are done, relied on anonymity, that is buyers receiving goods late or not at all, if even if we have placed the orders and we are not getting the amount or return, so amount is deducted and did not get that amount returned. Sellers not receiving payments from the buyer's side, buyers receiving goods that are either less valuable than those are advertised, so they have shown something else and they get something else. Failure to disclose relevant information about the product, so there is no description about the product which they are selling, so this is under online shopping. And credit card frauds, now credit card frauds are general to you, that is if you pay and then you do not get those amounts returned, if you are paying and you're writing their CVV, somebody else trying to access your credentials, that is your passwords, also is done under credit card frauds. Next is kinds of credit card frauds. So these, there are lots of ways in which this is done. So credit card frauds can be done in a lot of ways, but the three main out of such are stealing, skimming, and phishing. So phishing is trying to access your data. Stealing is there, this has been the most well known way since ages. So till whensoever the cards have come, this is the very best way people have tried, that is stolen cards through snatching, robbery, all such things, cards, and then misusing it is the first one. Skimming is a way of stealing information physically from the card. This can involve simple methods by clicking a picture of the card to get the details, to complex by using a skimmer. Those skimmers haven't yet reached India, so it's not in our country, but they are very dangerous as they skim out the details on a magnetic tape. So a magnetic tape which is there at the back side, the black one, they try, that application tries to skim your information, and through that they track your details of your credit card, and then they try to access your amount. Then as they skim out the details on the magnetic tape in fraction of seconds, once they get the card, they skim it and they get the details on from the card, and then they access the information. So these were the most common ways in which frauds are done. So these are the three ways in which most of the credit card frauds are done. There are some more ways like carding, the where the criminal enters information where real time processing is done, and if this information is accepted, the information is considered correct. So in a wrong way, if somebody has the password and it puts, the system will accept the data. Next is cyber security. Security is a very important in online shopping sites. So basically, a very important part in online shop websites. Nowadays, a huge amount is being purchased on internet because it's easier and more convenient. So it's very much easier and convenient way for us to go and shop personally, rather than we can go on one click. So everything is possible through nowadays online. You can buy music, toys, clothes, cars, food, everything. So even though some of these purchases are illegal, we'll be focusing on the items you can buy legally on the internet. So you can buy anything on the internet with the help of popular websites like eBay, iTunes, Google Play Store, Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Snapdeal, etc. So for this, below are some security tools which we should have while we are using internet. So that is firewalls. Software and hardware both should have firewalls. Next is public key infrastructure. If you are using a website, you should have a public key for it. Encryption software. If you are using sending data, you should send it in an encrypted format. Digital certificates, digital signatures, biometrics, that is retinal scan, fingerprints or voice. Nowadays you have retinal scan, that is eye scan, face scanning, fingerprint scanning, voice recognition, all should be there to identify the biometrics. Passwords, you should have proper identified strong length password. I repeat, strong length means they should have combination of characters, numbers, symbols, everything, so that intruder should not get an idea how you have set a password. See, nowadays 1 2 3 4 5 6 is not only the password. You should have some capital letters, small letters, combination of symbols, so that your password becomes strong length password character. Locks and bars, that is network operation centers. So you should have network, whichever you are using, a clear plain network. So purpose of such things is for security, is because we want our data to be confidential. Authentication and identification, access control can be given to limited people only. Then you have data integrity. Your data should not be tampered by anybody else. It should not be implemented for message digest or hashing. People should not hash your data. Non-repudiation means not to deny or sale or purchase, implemented with digital signatures. So it can be ciphertext, plain text. Cryptographic algorithm is called cipher. So cryptography should be implemented so that data cannot be. Cryptography means encryption and decryption both are done. That is, encrypted data is sent by the sender. Receiver gets that encrypted data and it tries to decrypt it in its own language. Once he gets decrypted, he will do the processing. Again, he will encrypt the data and send it to the sender, and the sender will again, that is vice versa. This process, whole process, is called as cryptography, which should be done for non-repudiation. That is, on the process, so somebody else should not access the data in between. Next is security features. Security features are e-commerce security is the protection of e-commerce assets. So for that you have authentication or authenticated user with the username and password. Authorization, that is the data allows you to only manipulate your resources in a specific way. You cannot go for any other details. This prevents from increasing the balance of your account or deleting a bill. So it's totally your rights that you will only access your account. The person who does not has a username and password cannot access your account. Encryption deals with information hiding. That is, while sending the data, somebody cannot held with your data. Auditing, keeping record of your operations and giving it to it, like your bank statements. It is totally secure with the bank. Once you require that statements, you go to the bank and you ask for that statements. So this is auditing. Integrity, prevention against unauthorized data modification. Somebody else could not modify the data. That is called as integrity. And again, non-repudiation, prevention against any one party from reneging on an agreement after the fact. That is, people will not you make it in a wrong way or wrong use of it. Next is availability, prevention against data delays or removal. So we should have a prevention that somebody else will not access the data or delete the data or remove the data. The next topic is security tools, which we'll take in the next chapter. Thank you.